Alright, I have both versions of fifth gear here. As you can see, I don't know if you know, this nut is the same, and this gear is the same on both versions. So that doesn't really matter. And that goes on the output shaft. So everything with the output shaft is the same for both gears. Then the shift fork, and I can't remember what this thing's called, but like the selector ring, I'll call it. I'm not sure exactly what the name of it is. That's the same. And for both gears, it doesn't matter. And you can see how I'm trying to get to focus. There we go. That it kind of, the teeth, sharp edges go down so that it bites to the dog teeth there on the gear. So that's all the same between both versions. Now what's different, well, also is, this is just, once you put it all on, there's a slot, and then this slides in and holds this in. There's different thicknesses of these, depending on, you know, how much room you have. You just put the thickest one you can fit in. That's the same, but you just got to find the right part number. Now here's where the difference comes in. You can see the roller bearing. There's a different diameter, which is why I need to run the other one, because you can see the diameter difference. And then since that's different, the spacer on the input shaft, that spacer basically, this bearing sits on the spacer. So obviously those are different part numbers. So real minor so far, as you can see that. Then here you can, let me throw all this stuff to the side here. Let's start looking here. So if you look closely, the gear ratio is obviously the same. It's probably easier to see with this hub off. But as you can see, the gear itself is very different. Same number of teeth, but it's very different. Same dog teeth, but the way the synchro connects to the gear is very different. Now this, the synchro connects with these 4 prongs, and this one, the synchro itself, goes on to the cone. So I got the old one. Here's it out of that case, and you can see it just, you know, it goes on. Whoops, it's backwards. Oh, that was the right way. It's just the opposite of a regular gear. And it goes on. There it is, it goes on regular. If you push it down, it locks. And then if you pull it up, you know, the synchro slides. When pressure gets put on it, it locks, and I can barely turn it. That's how it works. So there. So then you can see, that's the different versions for that. Then the hubs obviously are a little different. You can see this hub. Main way I can tell, one, this hub is a little shallower, I believe. And I never put it side by side to look. Well, let me keep it same side. There, you can see one's a little thicker than the other. And see in the top here, this only has one hole, because it's only got one synchro ring, you can see. And that the thing that holds it in, the clip, needs this hole for the ring to go in. And this one has 2 because it's got 2 synchro rings. I was trying to figure out why it is 2 rings. I ended up finding out that this one, for when you go down, essentially when it goes down, you know, this thing's on this, essentially. It can slide up for reverse and down to get on the gear. So when it goes down, you know, it locks in 5th gear, and then it's up in neutral. It goes up for reverse. So essentially they designed a synchro ring for reverse, and you can see because it's only going one direction, the way the teeth are cut. Let me try and get the focus better. There, see? The teeth are cut only on one angle because it's only, you're not up and down shifting reverse. It's only from an idle and going one way, as opposed to the lower one, 5th gear, which is weird. I wonder why they did 5th gear both ways. You're not downshifting in the 5th. So, but that's it. That's the differences that I found.